This is ANN News Brief.
A landslide at a shorted gold mine in Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo has killed at least 16 persons on Wednesday. The provincial governor of Maniema province told reporters there was an accident at the Campene mine and 16 bodies were evacuated from the site of the landslide. He says it came as a surprise to them that mining activities had continued at the site after it had been closed by the Provincial Division of Mines. Dozens of people have died in Congo every year because of old-fashioned and unregulated mining methods that compromise safety. At least 43 illegal miners died in June in a landslide at a copper and cobalt mine run by Southern DR Congo. Meanwhile, the U.S. says it is banning gold believed to have been gotten through illegal labor companies, and the U.S. will now be required to prove that gold imported from the Democratic Republic of Congo has not been mined using forced labor. America has reopened its embassy in Somalia nearly 30 years after it closed it after civil war broke out in the country. A statement from the U.S. Embassy on Wednesday said that reopening of the embassy follows last year's establishment of a permanent diplomatic presence in the capital, Mogadishu. The Horn of Africa nation has since then been riven by clan conflict and violence perpetrated by Islamist militias. Longtime leader Siad Barre was removed from office in 1991 by clan militias who then fought each other for power. It added that it is another step forward in the resumption of regular US-Somalia relations, symbolizing the strengthening of US-Somalia relations and advancement of stability, development and peace for Somalia and the region. The U.S. ambassador to Somalia, Donald Yamamoto, said that the opening of the embassy was significant and historic and was another step forward in regularizing U.S. diplomatic engagement in Mogadishu since recognizing the federal government of Somalia in 2013. The U.S. has also been a key ally in the fight against Islamist militant Al-Shabaab, who want to overthrow the UN-recognized government. We'll return after this break.
We are on the road every day, canvassing throughout Africa for news you really need. We follow the story everywhere, from every corner of Nigeria to the wide African expanse. We bring you what's making headlines. We connect you with news you can use. ANN, African News Network, in a truly African spirit.
Nigeria's President Muhammadu Buhari arrived in South Africa on Wednesday night for a 3-day state visit. On the first day of his visit, South African President Cyril Ramaphosa has reiterated his country's deep regret for last month's violence, some of which targeted Nigerian nationals and their businesses. President Buhari called on South Africa to take steps to ensure the violence is never repeated. At least 12 persons, including 2 foreigners, were killed in a xenophobic attack. That's CNN News Brief. For details on these and other breaking stories, visit our website, cnnafrica.news. Conversation continues on our social media platforms, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at ANN Africa TV. I'm Lucy Adeyemi.